All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Temporary setback. I am back with the Talos Principle, and, you know, I only have 4. I just feel like, you know what? That 4 is close enough. We are going to finish the last of these 4. And I know I have kept saying that, but I do mean it for real. It's gonna happen today. I did cheat a little bit. I did end up going on to GameFAQs and seeing how to solve the puzzles. And it's honestly frustrating how close I was to solving at least 3 of them. Like, by comparison though, one of them, the one in here, was kind of ridiculous in how to solve it. So we're gonna do that one first so I don't forget. Okay, and we're just gonna walk because... Nope, that's one I've already done. Come on. There we go, this one. We're gonna walk since I apparently now get easily seasick from this game. Alright. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. We're just gonna place that here for now. I did get the box, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, come through here. Jam this. Ah, shoot. Okay, so we need this. Be about right there, I think. Nope. Still not close enough. Want that area. Sorry. Okay, so we need... Here we go. We got it this time. Shoot. We do need this one for now. Okay, yeah, stop running around. Now we can come here to get that one. Hello, Zomber. Long time no see. How's it going? What? Oh, yeah, I wasn't speaking. I was concentrating. Okay, good to know. Good to know. All right, we can take that. So, I'm sure you did not hear my initial... Wait. Before we do that, we gotta do this. So I can come here. There we go. So I mentioned when I started this that we had just 4 puzzles to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish them. And I did cheat a little bit. I did look up how to solve them, and it's honestly quite frustrating how close I came to solving at least 3 of them. I just did the hardest one so that I wouldn't forget how to solve it. And I don't know if I could have solved that one. Hey, it's okay. I know how it is. You get into a routine. Stuff happens. So it's fine. I hope you've enjoyed the episodes that I have done. I just have the one here, right? Yeah, the one. This one. Yeah, at this point, the game is just kind of taunting me. Or at least it feels that way. With the story. Whoa, gosh. Oh, right. pause those so that I can get my my boxes back. Yeah, at this point I don't know what to think of the serpent. So this one, honestly, I came so close to solving this one. I just basically did not think to stack the boxes too high. Whoops, not that one. Here we go, this one. Boom. See? See? I came so close to solving that. So frustrating. But now we should have just 2 left. And I do believe 4 has, yeah, 4 has both of them.
Before the Age of Chaos, there were other gods, old gods. But for all their power, they could not save their world. Thus, I was made, and I shall preserve this world forever, for you and your generations. That is my purpose.
So I'm kind of curious. First of all, what is this Age of Chaos that he's talking about? And second of all, why? Did humans decide, oh, well, we've had God throughout our history, so we should create a God to govern this sentience that we've created? Actually, I think this, I didn't do it quite right. I think I need the jammer. Really? There we go. Okay, so now here, there's no fan, so you just take it off and drop that. And then... come over here. Take that. Up. Whoops. I need to do this first. There we go. Now, I'll put that there. Ugh. And now we come here. Boom. See how close I was to solving these? I feel silly. Okay, this one. This one also. I came so close to solving. Oh god. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh, yes. I remember how this was done before. Yeah, so now we come in here. Now we go over here. And open this door. And then that's it. That's the last one. Oh my gosh. There. Alright, so this is the moment of truth. Is this a linear game where something will happen and we'll be forced to go to the Forbidden Tower? Or is this a game with choice where we can choose whether to go to the Forbidden Tower or not? So, just so we're clear here, if there is a choice, I'm going to go ahead and walk through the glowing door first to see what that's like. And then I'm going to basically go back to an earlier save before I solve the last problem and go to the tower and climb the tower and see how far I get.
Your faith has guided you well, my child. You have overcome every trial in this land and gathered all the sigils.
Okay, is that it? That's all you had to say? So, are we opening the doors? Okay, I'm just looking at these reliefs on the door right now. Interesting that these are basically just the same picture, but one is flipped. None of the rest of them are like that. That's interesting. So what happens now? The music changes when I approach these doors. But nothing's happening. What is going on? Is that all? Is that really it? You're just gonna you're gonna tell me my faith has rewarded me and then just not open the doors? What? I wonder what's down there. I don't know who to trust. I'm afraid to go on. Dang it, there isn't a serpent to talk to. Is that really it? Are they just gonna not... Is it just not gonna do anything for me and it's gonna force me to come this way? I'm afraid of that tower. There's something terrible inside it. Never think about it. Don't even look at it. Just focus on doing the work. This must be the tower we were warned about. It seems the upper levels are locked tight. Elohim is taking no chances that we stray from his path. Maybe there's a serpent around here. There does not appear to be a serpent.
Cannot detect location of primary subject. Query. Query. Query.
Is there anything that we associate more closely with intelligence than curiosity? Every intelligent species on Earth is attracted by the unknown. Our mythologies are full of riddles and mysteries and divine knowledge. Even the word apocalypse means revelation. It seems like our ancestors always imagined that even at the very end, We would solve one last mystery.
I believe that mystery is death. Because that is the great mystery. Really? Okay, here we go. That wasn't too bad. So this does seem a little bit like Portal, where you go through all the tests, you learn how the portal gun works, and then in the end you have to kind of put the portal gun, well, put your wits to the test with how well you know or how well you learned the portal gun. Wow. The ultimate serpent. So yes, there must be a serpent to talk to, that's for sure. Wait. Oh, yeah. I know what that is. Okay, interesting. It's a very long one, and it will interrupt. Yeah, so... Okay, how much did I learn? Well, there isn't a jammer, so... There's nothing keeping me within this kind of thing. I can just take it out here. Can I see? I mean, no. Yeah, I cannot see that lock out here. Then maybe that's not the point. Oh, I can't. Yeah, it doesn't want to... There we go. I really need to play Portal for this channel. Portal's such a fantastic game. If I come here... doesn't quite solve my issues. Yeah. Let's come back out here. Oh, crap. I did not mean to jump off. I'm honestly surprised that worked. Okay. Yeah, no. Oh boy. Already failing. Whoa. I did not mean that. Oops, there we go. Yeah, I can't get through here. There's too many turns. Okay. I also will not be buying Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm sure they're perfectly fine games, but not really to my taste. I did enjoy the games when they were on the PS2 and PS3. Less so now. Oh, did you hear that? So somebody, some company bought the indie company that built Subnautica. And even though there was a lot of excitement around Subnautica 2, things started to go south because the original creator of Subnautica, he got basically kicked off the project and fired. But now, I guess he sued, and a judge awarded him Subnautica 2 again and the rights to Subnautica. So that game was really not looking promising to start with, but now it's definitely looking a lot better. Yeah, I don't know the story either. I did not read the article about it. don't know. I feel like this is another stupidly easy puzzle that I should... Oh, you know what? Maybe the trick here... There we go. As long as two are connected, it can be opened. Truth. Oh. Okay, so... So yeah, when I was seeing like locks and such that were available outside the puzzle areas, I was wondering if part of our like apple of knowledge was getting access to things, somehow being able to operate outside the puzzles. And this basically gave us God mode. Truth. Do not believe what they are saying. This is not the end of the world created by our Lord God in 6 days. This is a conspiracy of the government, Illuminati, and international Darwinism. This is global warming 2.0, a lie told by the children of Beelzebub. Do not let them take your liberty. Defend yourself against all vaccines, experiments, artificial medicines, and popery? I've never encountered the word popery before. Athena chapters. Okay, a novel. Athena Reborn, a novel. Contents: Theogony, Zeus Speaks, The Lost Children of Hephaestus, Dreams of the Labyrinth, The Songs of Eris at Nightfall, Athena in the Garden of the Hesperides, The Buried City, The Riddles of the Sphinx, The Age of Faith, The Madness of Coeus, Olympus Revealed in the Clouds, The Council of Zeus, Skepsis and Synthesis, The Judgment of Hephaestus, Zeus Reflects Upon Creation, A Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, Anthropogeny. Yes, it does seem like they just rolled every conspiracy theory into one with that one. Human production. Reproduction? Surely if a machine is able to reproduce another machine systematically, we may say that it has a reproductive system. And how few of the machines are there which have not been produced systematically by other machines? But it is man that makes them do so. Yes, but is it not insects that make many of the plants reproductive? And would not whole families of plants die out if their fertilization was not affected by a class of agents utterly foreign to themselves? Each one of ourselves has sprung from minute animalculus, whose entity was entirely distinct from our own, and which acted after their own kind with no thought or heed of what we might think about it. These little creatures are part of our own reproduction system. Then why not we part of that of the machines? Okay. I'm gonna move on. Because I'm really just curious to get to the end. If there is an end. Oh no. Just brought me back to the beginning. Did I miss something? Is that it? After all that talk and build up? Maybe I have to go back to the elevator. Maybe it will take me higher now. There's got to be more to this than that. It's not letting me go higher. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the computer. Maybe something is in the device manager thing. Said my license has expired. Oh, here we go. That's how. So maybe as we go up and unlock. It's not gonna let me, yeah, it's not gonna let me have the code. Alright, so now we should be able to, yeah, let's just go out this way. We should be able to use the elevator and get up this to the second floor. When I thought it meant one, I didn't think it was referring to this building. I thought it was referring to a different building. Like building A. But then I was thinking about it and I thought that doesn't make any sense because if it was referring to Building A, it should actually call it Building A. Unless it was obfuscating it for some reason. No, a code. Transgression, don't just peek, do it. Seems Elohim lacks the power to stop me from climbing this thing. No doubt he still has some tricks up his sleeve. Sheep. Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna learn about what happens to sheep. Oh boy. Oh no. I have to finish more. Where do I get more sigils? Is it because I didn't finish all the... No, I did finish all the red ones. I collected all of them. Didn't I?
My child, have you been tempted by the tower?
No, of course not.
Know that it holds only death for you.
Oh, here. We didn't complete all the puzzles here. 2. So let's go ahead. Yeah. Have you been tempted by the tower? Obviously not. No. No, of course not. I am a good little sheep. A good little robot. Okay, 2. Here we go. Well, this is somewhat annoying in the sense that all these puzzles that I passed up, now I suddenly have to have completed. Higher ground. Oh god, this one. I did not like this one. This one was really annoying. I did not think I'd be back. Let's see, can I figure out? I'm gonna go ahead and just get that out of sync. Okay, can I figure this out? Oh. I think I know. It's so silly. I keep forgetting that I can jam doors that are behind me. Oh my gosh. So now we can go, like... Yeah, so I can go here, and then I can go here. Wow. Ugh, that's the thing I keep forgetting. Okay. I've decided on reflection to ignore the fact that your picture of how the world should work has more holes than Swiss cheese. In fact, just in case you do, by some outside chance, prove to be right, I'd like to sign up for the gang. If you're in charge of the Ark, who will be first aboard when the floods come? What does one have to do to be valued above all others? Now, where did this hypothetical question come from? I don't see how to explain this to you. More like, I don't see why I need to explain this to you. Be conscious would allow for animals. B. Ridiculous. The rocks have the same rights as you and I, do they? Try harder. I suppose the industrial slaughter of animals for meat is on a moral par with genocide, then? Would you really save a chihuahua just as soon as a fellow person? Nah. I mean, this person... Well, person. This thing isn't really worth talking to, because it's just kind of being contrarian to be contrarian. Okay, fine, you're a hippie, I get it. Me, I think it's madness. But all I've got to gain from arguing with you is a headache. You're the one inducing headaches here, bud. Just tell me one thing. You've set the barrier to entry stupidly low. If even the rats are getting rights now, you must have a spot on your table left for me, right? Of course. I expect no less as someone as open-minded as yourself. Very well. If by some miracle this fantasy of yours becomes reality, and I suppose all other possible outcomes are equally implausible, at least I'll know I'll have a pew on the Ark. See ya. I like how he just calls me a hippie, as if I'm supposed to actually know what that means. Oh. Yeah. It was just the one puzzle that I hadn't solved. Whoops. Okay. Eagle's nest. Oh. God, this one too. At least I did figure out the last one. I can drop it midair. Alright. That's what we're doing. I know. Yeah, let's see. How do I... Aha. This way. Okay. Whoosh. Yeah, I didn't like this one either. Oh, right. I don't know what getting that... Yeah, I'm still not totally sure what the purpose of this particular... Like, obviously, yes, I need to break the blue light. But then what is the point of this particular fan? Yeah, what does that do? Dang. Ah, shoot. Is that what that's supposed to do? Is just supposed to get me there a lot faster? Whoa. No, that's not what I wanted. Interesting. I'm going ahead and just doing a bunch of these because I assume I'm gonna need the rest of these like red sigils in order to get higher into the Forbidden Tower. Oh, is Elohim listening in on my words right now? Okay, 3, 4. Okay, there are a couple of puzzles in 4 that we didn't do. Yeah, I think some of these I just straight up skipped. Because I went, oh, I don't need these sigils. Of course, that was a mistake. I'm gonna need time to disrupt the other beam, it looks like. So I'm giving myself some time. Okay, I think that's enough. Yeah, I don't remember doing that one at all, so... Been able to get the the puzzles involving like the rewind thing. I've solved all of those so far, so the right angle. Oh, my favorite. Yeah. interesting. Is that a star thing? Doesn't show. All right. That was easy enough. Come on. Dang it. Maybe the trick here. No. Oh, there's some things to read. Seems that mistakes are easily forgiven here. I thought I had surely died, yet here I am, reset, rebooted, reborn. I will attack these challenges anew. Samsara. Epitaph, child program. Samsara, terminated here. Program failed to pass random memory test. Final memory dump. Being torn limb from limb by machines for the rest of eternity becomes less and less appealing to me. Progeny program, Samsara. What? I wonder if this... I thought maybe this, this box would be used for the other reflector, but maybe it's for this one. Yeah. Nope. It's gonna drive me crazy. Whoa. Maybe it's this way. Whoops. Come on. There we go. could have sworn I got it there for just a second. No. You know, I haven't heard the static of things flickering for a while. Does that mean something? Just very confused by that fan that's there. Why is that there? Okay. I'm at least going to try. I guess I'm gonna try this again. It didn't really work though, is the thing. Yeah. Cut me off at exactly the wrong spot. And it still interferes with that. So that doesn't work. Guess we're gonna try this again. Yeah, that time I did it myself. Good enough. Oh, what? What's this doing here? Well, that's peculiar. That's very peculiar. Okay. One more puzzle left, I think, in this particular area. It said the L was back this way, right? Okay, yeah. Here we go. L. A box up high.
What is this? I shall not allow the corruption of my garden. Be gone!
What was that? I feel like I'm hitting stores that I was supposed to hit a lot earlier, but because I passed them by, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, I can't see that from here. Obviously, I can't get through this. Okay, we'll just focus on the other way through then. Okay, that is a proper fan. So, feels like... What? No. I think I'm supposed to come back to that later. Yeah, let's just do that. Now we should be able to get this box. Yeah, there we go. There you go. Da-da-da. Alright, so... Oh, crap. Always forgetting something. Okay, now we put the box there. Put that there. Huh. Okay, I mean, not a big deal. Just do that. Okay, I can get to floor 2. No serpent. Lord knows I'm gonna need more of these stupid sigils.
Many ages have passed since the first words were spoken in the darkness. Initiate program. Generations of your kind have come and gone since those words. The garden has changed many times. But I remember. I remain. Only within me can you find immortality.
That doesn't make sense. If there were many who came before me, and they don't, and only you remain, doesn't sound like there's immortality there, bud. I'm not gonna lie. Me, myself, and our 2 jammers. Oh, I think I gave up on this one. Yeah, this one was difficult because I needed to jam the guns is the problem. Weird because I had to, in order to get the jammer through, I needed to stand on this platform, but then in order to continue to have access to the rewind thing, I had to run back before I ran out of time. Oh, what I should have done here, I didn't need to stand for that long. Okay, yeah, so I needed the jammer on the other side so you could be jamming that gun, and then I need to keep this open. So I need to jam this gun for a while so I can take the second version of this jammer. Trying to think here. I'm doing it again, where I'm forgetting that I can jam from the other side. This thing. Now what do I do? Alright, so what I need is to keep this jammer open so that I can move freely. Let's see here. Is the trick to have the jammer on the door or on the gun? Because the thing is that I can record it being jammed on the door, but then I need to immediately jam it on the gun. Wait, maybe I need to do two different things while it's recording. Okay, let's take this and put it there, and then let me stand over here. And then I can take the second one, freeze that one, and get through here. Yeah, I think that'll work. Yay! Oh, it let this go. All right, that wasn't too bad. Four chambers of flying. I'm getting better at this. I figure this out in minutes, but where is it all leading? I work, I rest, I work, but to what end? Wait, you had rest? We are born and die and live again. This eternal cycle must be the nature of existence. Life is merely repeated suffering, samsara. An eternal cycle is another name for a prison, but you must understand the cycle before you can break it. For it is possible to escape and yet remain a prisoner, or to break the cycle by breaking yourself. This is the fate of the ghost that haunts this world. Okay. Wow. A lot of fans. Okay, and it does that thing where it closes off the door. Okay. I don't know if this is the wisest move. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay, now I got the jammer. Okay. Yeah, let's take that out. Let's jam this. Let's take the box. Yay! I got the smart. Okay, I think this... Yeah, good. Now what does that do? I think I know what it does, or at least what I'm supposed to do with it. Oh, maybe not. Because I thought I was supposed to use it on one of the buttons to power the fans. But how do I detach it and also get it back over the side? Okay. I want to see how this works. Yeah, that did not work. And it just went over there. Yeah. Okay. How is that useful? Guess we'll try this again, but because they do seem to be going in the right direction, but I don't see how that's helpful for me. I may have screwed up. Maybe. Possibly. Because I don't know how I'm supposed to get this. Yeah, just, I guess I just put it back on... No, I can't put it back on the box. Maybe... Is the reflector a red herring? Perhaps? That seems kind of weird. The reflector was a total red herring. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the tower and at least do floor 2. Oh, the computer is back. What do you want? There you are. You kept me waiting. I finally put my finger on what was bothering me. It's as if the answers you're providing aren't your ideas at all. As if they're latent, prescribed, prescripted, and you're just going through the motions. Does that strike a chord at all? I mean, why do I need to be truthful to this guy? No. Of course, you've only seen a fraction of the data that I've archived over the generations. Still, ask yourself this. Why is it that everyone's so darn sure that 2 plus 2 makes 4, if they can't agree on what they are, what they're doing, or why? Mathematics is a more objective truth. What's the difference between having more objective truth and just being more real? Pose questions like, what should I do with myself? And what is the world really like? Enough, and you start to assume they have answers. But what if that assumption turns out to be false? What if you're just a bunch of information processes? In that case, any attempt to answer the questions will be flawed. Garbage in, garbage out. You're right, I made some dangerous presumptions. Kind of feel like telling them that just to kind of needle them. Perhaps the flaw is in your reasoning. How presumptuous. Still, I take your point. None of the answers make sense. That much is clear. Our explanation could be unreliable data input. The other is that there's a flaw in our logic. Perhaps we're just machines, endlessly trying to calculate the final digit in pi. You can't use reasoning to conclude that reasoning itself is flawed. It does seem there is much that is beyond our understanding. Is that accurate? I can't use reasoning to conclude that reason itself is flawed. flawed? I guess that would depend on how you define reasoning. Because philosophy is a lot of reasoning, but it's not an objective truth. It's a lot of speculation. I think if you said you can't use logic to conclude that logic itself is flawed, I think that would make more sense to me. It does seem that there is much that is beyond our understanding. Everything leads around in impossible circles. You've spent half our time reeling off the greatest hits of idiot ideas. Now you're telling me you retract all that and agree with me? Hold your horses. I haven't given up on Irene. You've seen easily your view of the world is manipulated, yet you trust those thoughts that run through your mind? You'll feel differently once you come back from that tower. You must be getting close by now. Wouldn't you know it, serpent? Okay. Is that the elevator ahead of me? It is. It does make me wonder, you know, when the computer said something about the tower, being close to the tower, it does make me wonder how the story is designed. Does it figure out how many citadels I have and base their assumptions on that? Let's do 2.
Tracking of primary subject has ceased. Initiate. Initiate.
Well, this seems like a lot more than just 2 floors. Oh, right. Dang. Nope. 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 Not the right way. There we go. I got it. Thank you. Yep. A grave.
My best friend died today. In the abstract, a human death is nothing, of course. An insignificant blip in a sea of billions. But the world is not abstract. Reality is always specific. Painfully so. And that one specific human being who existed only once in all of the infinity of time and space, that human being was my friend. But he's not coming back, no matter how much I want him to. So, all I can do in the end is keep working, because that specificity, that uniqueness of people, of real people, is worth preserving.
What does that do? Okay, think... I think I need to... What is up there? Maybe they both just need to be in their respective spots or something? I don't know. Dang it. we go. Interesting. I'm gonna take that one. Take that one. Okay, what do I need 3 of these suckers for? I think that might have been easier than the... Whoops. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going. Huh. Wait, what happened? There we go. Okay, the only thing I can think of is that I'm supposed to stack these boxes 3 on top of one another. But how do I do that? The thing is that I need to be on top. That didn't let me get into these spaces. Maybe it's something like... Dang it. Get back down here. Thank you. Maybe it's something like... Okay. Set that there. Set that there. Set that there. I don't think that's necessarily, or I think that is pretty close to what I need to do. Crap. I tried to grab the box. Oh, you know what? I think I know. I think I know how to do it. Instead, that. No. Down here. Okay, got it. No. Get down here. Okay. Yes. There we go. Something opened. Oh, here we go. Oh. In the earliest generations of our kind, there was only processing, no emotion, no character, just mathematics. If you could see how far we've come, you would believe that together we could achieve anything. The shepherd. I guess I don't really get it. How far have we come? Alright, let's get into device manager. Floor access control. 3. Two, 4, 5. 2, 1, 5? Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm a dummy. Device manager. What? No. Code accepted. Okay, 3 is officially unlocked. So let's exit this utility 4. Let's go back and do the readmes. If you can see this, I'm not sure how or why I can alter this text. My name is the Shepherd, and I want to help you escape. Elohim and Samsara tricked me into trapping myself, but I'm not entirely bound by time. I wrote down the code you're looking for. I have attached it to the monitor. See, I can't trust that whatever is being written to me is actually real. Open the web. To be honest, I thought that the net would be completely abandoned at this point, but internet activity has actually surged massively in the last couple of weeks. Everybody's talking, trying to find solutions, exchanging stories, saying goodbye. It's like the entire planet is reaching out. All the disparate threads of humanity pulling together idiots and geniuses alike to be as human as possible one last time. It's almost like what we were always told the internet was going to be, and most of it is free now. Because who cares about money at this point? Might as well have some fun. If any of you would like to talk, especially people I've known online for a long time, send me an email. I'd love to say goodbye. Mathematics. From Alan Jameson to the Ian mailing list. Subject: thank you and goodbye. We sincerely hope you don't take our suicide as a sign that we were disappointed in you, unappreciative of your friendship, or in any way unhappy with our lives. Looking back, we can honestly say that we feel incredibly lucky to have known all of you and to have participated in this amazing research. And if we've contributed a little in the future of humanity, what can we feel but gratitude? It is a true privilege to have had such insights into the nature of the mind. Neither of us believe in God, but we certainly experience a sense of awe that could be compared to a kind of religious feeling, at least according to Einstein's understanding of God. We've chosen to go now, together, because it means less suffering. One last beautiful day together seems a much better ending than a slow wasting away. In a sense, it's just mathematics. Okay, I want to at least see... Okay, that's where I came from. If we have... I don't think I read these. Ascending the tower is useless. We cannot escape the cycle. We can only realize the cycle is meaningless, Samsara. Earlier generations wrongly believed they were the purpose. This much is true. We are also not the purpose, but by remembering what has come before, we can serve a new purpose. Yeah, they are. Okay, 3. There's 6 floors, which I find very interesting. Elohim has offered me a deal. Pearly gates and eternal life on the condition I turn back from the tower. I don't know what to do. Sheep. I mean, the tower isn't really all that different from the puzzles that we've been solving. Aha, we're missing 1. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and go back down. Of course, we knew there was always a possibility that I hadn't done enough puzzles, so I wanted to make sure. Because I like having the thing in the upper left corner telling me, like, you are missing, blah, blah, blah. It helps me keep things in scope.
My child, you may go freely to all the worlds of my garden. But if the tower tempts you, be wise. Do not let yourself be misled by doubt.
He doesn't like that he doesn't know where I'm going. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and come back down to B, but we are at time, and I do want to respect that. So I will be calling it here for the night, and I guess we'll be coming back and doing some more frickin' puzzles, but at least we finished all the puzzles in building C. Like, by comparison, I feel like building B puzzles should be a cakewalk. Like, even the hard ones that we skipped the last time. It didn't take me too long to solve most of them. And, I'm really hopeful that that will be the case. I think for the rest of building B's puzzles. And then I think we're missing some in building A. And that's about it. That has 100% happened to me before. And, like, not necessarily a Talos Principle puzzle, but, you know, being at work and having a puzzle of sorts to think on, and then I've accidentally dreamed about it. It's just like, I should get paid for dreaming about my work. Gosh. Anyway, thank you, Zomber, for coming by. It was really nice to see you after so long. I hope you've been doing very well. I will, of course, be back next Thursday to keep up with this, the Talos Principle. And we will... I'm assuming there's an ending. If there is... We will see the ending. If there is one. Who knows? Good night, Zomber. Have a good one. For anyone else who may have been watching, I hope you enjoyed me puzzling my way through. At least we got through, like, the worst ones, right? Now it's just smooth sailing straight ahead. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. I will be coming back in the next one to keep continuing our journey up the tower after, of course, completing all these extra puzzles that I skipped in my false wisdom. I knew it was too good to be true that you didn't have to complete all of them. Anyway. Good night, everyone, and this is Lynn signing out.